let's jump into the Bitcoin show.
We're going to start the stream in 59 minutes there, guys. 59 minutes. We're starting the stream. I already know the chats are coming in. Jordan, so you're starting the stream in 59 minutes, it says on the screen. Sounds pretty good. But I hope you guys have had a fantastic Tuesday. Wanted to start out the stream with a little bit of excitement here. As Bitcoin just kind of having a little bit of a nothing burger day today, right? We got obviously a little bit of a pumpage last night, up to about the $50,400 range. And then we slightly pulled back down to 49,000, and now we're sitting right in the middle of those two prices, really. So that's really what happened the last day or so. We're going to go over what we could be expecting coming up here shortly. Maybe we have a couple bearish signals, right? We know we got to be 100% truthful here. Maybe we have a couple bullish signals. Who knows, right? That's the mystery of crypto. But right now, as we speak, I wanted to start out on the 4-hour time frame. So many dislikes. Dislikes are from probably a group of people, right? They make multiple accounts to dislike the video. What I will state is YouTube counts the like and the dislike as both engagement. So both of those things actually help push out the stream to multiple people. So the way I think about it is the more dislikes that you get, the better job that you're doing, in my personal opinion. That's the way I look at it, because that's the more sort of haters you have. So anyways, let's jump into the charts here. My last stream for vacation, guys. I'm going on vacation starting tomorrow till next Tuesday. Now, I want to do one or two streams while I'm down there. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it depends on if I can get it to work on my phone anyways. But all right, so right now in the 4-hour time frame, we're in a very interesting spot. So we know yesterday we were in this falling wedge, and what do you know? We got that perfect breakout of the falling wedge, right? That perfect breakout of the falling wedge all the way up to 50,500. Very weird spot for us to top out at, in all honesty, for BTC here. Wasn't expecting to top out there. I thought we were going to go up and test 51,000, but we got a little front run there on the sell-off, but we'll see if we continue. But on this pullback that we got, a couple interesting things that we're going to look at on the hourly time frame as well. But this could have just been a nice little back test, right, of our hourly wedge that we had yesterday before the continuation up. Now, on the way up, we like to come back down and test this 24-hour EMA. We love to do that when we're in sort of an upwards trend, right? We like to come back down and test this level before continuing higher. Like I said, when we're sort of in an upwards trend, we like to come back down and test this level. So that's what we could be doing right now before our next leg up to the upside. But, we're going to look at shortly here our hourly time frame, which could be giving us a little bit of a hint of maybe some downside. Now, I'm not predicting downside, guys. You guys know my take when it comes to Bitcoin right now. When Bitcoin's in a bullish trend, a lot of these bearish indicators are somewhat skeptical, right? Somewhat skeptical. So you guys know my take. Bitcoin will do what it wants to do. I'm looking at the charts and what I see in the charts, but overall, these whales are going to do what they want to do. Let's get a whale on the screen that can kind of prove my point here. So if we have a bearish indicator, the whale wants to come in and buy the dip. The whale's going to come in and buy the dip. Look at the whale right now. He's ready to buy that damn dip, or he's ready to sell that damn top. But also, not only did we bounce off that 20 EMA, right, we've also made, right, some bullish divergence on the 4-hour, and we're getting a nice little bounce because of it. You can see right here, we have some lower lows on the RSI on the 4-hour, and we have higher lows in price action, right? So not only are we bouncing off this EMA, but also we have bullish divergence there. Hopefully, we can do that and also get a bullish engulfing candle here on the 4-hour. You can see right now we currently are getting a bullish engulfing candle. Hopefully, we can close above this previous 4-hour candle at about 49,536. But overall, I think the 4-hour looks pretty good, and you guys know I like to keep it simple sometimes. And all this really looks like is you guys see all these highs back here. Look at all these highs, and looks like we just flipped that as support, right? So the 4-hour looks fine to me as of right now. It looks like a back test. It looks like a support resistance flip, a back test of the EMA, bullish divergence. 4-hour looks fine to me. Now, the 1 hour is where it gets a little bit dicey, But now, obviously, I started with the full hour because I think the full hour takes precedent over the 1 hour. But the 1 hour could be forming a rising wedge once again, right? We know these wedges have been playing out to absolute perfection. I think every wedge we've looked at on this run up, whether it be a rising wedge or a falling wedge, has played out in the direction that it's higher likely to break out of, right? So this is a rising wedge, which typically has a tendency to break down to the downside. Now, what I will state on this is I like where we bounced from. So obviously I took from our swing low to our swing high, and our pullback, we came back right down and wicked right to that 0.618 Fibonacci level before we got that nice bounce up here. So I like where we bounced from. It's just a matter of can we continue and get that continuation buy pressure up to come back up and test the top of the wedge and hopefully break out to the top. Now, interesting enough, right? So if we go up, we know the 4 hour looks decent. 4 hour looks like a support resistance flip. If we continue to go up, what's interesting to me is, yes, we're in a bearish pattern. If we continue up here, right, say we get up to these levels, our high is going to be right at like 51,000, which is, why is 51,000 such an important level? Not only for this little 1 hour wedge, but also, not always at the 1 hour wedge top, but we know on the daily, right, that is our golden pocket level. Whoops. Come on, Jordan. Can't be messing up your own charts, man. I know whenever I mess up my own charts, I just blame TradingView. So not only is the top of the wedge at 51,000, but also it would also be the 618 Fibonacci on our golden pocket zone right here, right? From 52,000 to 52,000, that's our golden pocket zone. So a lot of confluence coming up at that level where, we've talked about a couple of times, guys, that if we come up to this level, there's a decent probability we get a pullback, which would make some sense, right? We hit the top of the wedge and we come back down and maybe we break down from the wedge, and that's when we get that pullback, right? It doesn't have to be some massive pullback, right? Maybe it's just, a retest of somewhere in the mid 40,000s. But that's what's the charts are somewhat telling me. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to mean that we're going to friggin' zero or this run is over. I think overall, you look at a lot of these indicators, like you still have this bearish divergence on the daily. Now, if we can get one more pump to the upside here, a significant pump right up to, maybe 51 or 52,000 pretty quickly, we might break this daily bearish divergence, right? Where we have lower highs, right? We have higher lows. We just can't break that daily divergence line, right? So we're right at it right now. You can see if we had made a straight line down, we're right at that level right now. So I think if we get one more pump, one more giant size pump, that would definitely be a bullish indicator of breaking this downwards resistance line. And that could lead us to some higher prices here. But until that happens, you can see every rally sort of gets stuck at this resistance line, right? And you can see the rallies overall, are starting to, taper off a little bit, right? So you guys know my take on this. I think either we're going to see a pullback here, or Bitcoin's just going to do what Bitcoin does. And this is why I don't count out Bitcoin, even though, some of these charts are calling for a pullback at some point. I'm not counting out Bitcoin. I'm not counting. You guys know I'm not getting bearish on Bitcoin until we break back below 37 to 36,000, right in this bearish level where I have our previous lows and previous highs. Until we do that, I'm not flipping bearish. You guys know that. But nevertheless, I'm not counting out Bitcoin. I am not counting out Bitcoin to do something that no one is expecting. What is everyone in the space expecting right now, guys? Bitcoin does not do what everyone expects. What is everyone expecting on the charts, right? Not so much where is the Bitcoin price going, right? But what does everyone expect at the 618 level, okay? I think everyone's expecting a pullback here. And it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? There might be a lot of people opening shorts here, which we'll look at in a little bit. I know shorts are starting to pile up. I think it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy where we come back down, or the whales might just surprise everyone and pump it up here and get some giant short squeeze, kind of like how we saw down here, right? One of those two things is going to happen it's going to be very, very interesting to see as we get closer and closer to this level, which one of it does, right? I'm not counting out BTC. As always, we've seen BTC do crazy, crazy things when everyone's expecting a pullback. Bitcoin just keeps going, okay? But I got to be honest with you. No one knows what's going to happen here next. No one knows what's going to happen here next. I do have something I want to look at real quick, though, guys, before we get into some of our long-term charts is we haven't broke our 0.618 Fibonacci on our daily on Bitcoin yet, okay? But if we go to our total market cap, right? The total market cap has already broken its golden fib. And that's why I titled the video Bitcoin and the total relation, right? So up until this point, Bitcoin's been sort of leading the market, right? Bitcoin's been leading the market. Up until very, very recently, like the last few days, the total market cap is now leading Bitcoin as far as the fib levels that it's breaking, right? So you can see clearly right here, the total market cap has already broken its fib levels. And I think as we start getting further into crypto, as the market continues to grow, I think more and more people are going to start looking at the total market cap and the total 2 market cap.
50 Kelvin, 49 Kelvin. I'm selling my whole portfolio in gold. Was right. It's going to zero.
NG, come on, man.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
We're going to zero.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
We're going to zero. We dropped $50. No, but anyways, as we start, as this market starts maturing, I think more people are going to start looking at the total market cap and the total 2 market cap, and looking at the market as a whole rather than just Bitcoin. And you can see clearly here, guys, this is leading right now, right? We broke our golden pocket already on the total market cap. Obviously, we just saw Bitcoin still lagging a little bit behind, right? But if we look at the total market cap, too many ready to short? Hey, if too many are ready to short, sometimes that could be bullish because that means you can get all of them squeezed. But nevertheless, and I think that's bullish, as we continue higher here, you want to see more shorts racking up. You don't want to see the longs racking up. You start seeing the longs racking up, that shows that too many people are optimistic about the market. The fact that we're seeing a bunch of shorts come in shows that there's still a lot of doubters. There's still a lot of uncertainty in the market right now, which is good. You want uncertainty in the market. And the fact that we're at $50,000 right now and there's still uncertainty in the market is extremely, extremely bullish in my personal opinion. Right? That's just my opinion though. But yeah, so the total to market cap, what Bitcoin takes up a giant proportion of this, right? So we're at 2.1 trillion at the current moment, which is insane. Bitcoin takes up about 900 billion of that. So we'll call it half. So, you know, if this already broke the 0.618 Fibonacci and our next level is the 786, which is our local peak back here as well, you know, I think, you know, naturally, if we're looking at the whole crypto market, that's about another 8% move. Right, so if we saw the total market cap move up about 8%, let's say the altcoins move up a little bit harder than Bitcoin, right? So let's say altcoins moved up, you know, 10% and Bitcoin moved up 6%, right? So that would average out to about 8, right? Just hypothetically, you know, about a 6% move for Bitcoin. Just curious, would put it, you know, right at about 52,000, slightly above 52,000. Which is interesting, right? So I think as we see this total market cap get closer to the 786, we're obviously going to see Bitcoin probably get closer to that 618. And I think this is going to lead it. I think if this breaks the 786, which altcoins could potentially help that push it up, I think we'll see Bitcoin break that 618. But nevertheless, that's just something I wanted to comment on there. And I just think this looks extremely bullish compared to back in 2018, when we were in a bear market, you had a dead cat bounce. But look how weak this dead cat bounce was, right? Look how weak this is. This is why I don't like comparing 2018 to this market. Look how weak this dead cat bounce was in comparison, right? So if you from your top to your bottom, you only got to about the 382 Fibonacci level, and you couldn't even break your 50-day moving average. That's how weak that first dead cat bounce was in 2018, Okay, that's how weak it was. So comparing it to 2018 literally makes 0 sense, because if we go back here, guys, we have smashed all our moving averages. Every one of our moving averages we smashed. We also smashed the golden pocket. The 382 is way down here. That dead cat bounce would be, you know, the same as Bitcoin going up to right here and getting rejected, right? Which we did here initially, and then we have smashed that. So I think you can't even compare 2018 to this market. The pump that we're getting right now is not even comparable to over there. Not even comparable. It's way more bullish than it was back when you had these friggin' dead cat bounces in 2018, which were actually kind of pathetic in retrospect, right? So obviously, you know, comparatively, that would be up here at like the 618. That would be like this getting all the way up here in this range. But nevertheless, that is something that we'll continue to look at over time. But I did want to talk about today because I've actually been, the more time goes on, I tend to look at this chart a little bit more than the Bitcoin chart, to be honest, because it really does show you the momentum that we do have here for the whole total market cap. Why would you store the stable coin? Who knows, man? Who knows? Hold on, let me take a sip of water, guys. Let me take a sip of water here. I gotta stay hydrated. I gotta stay hydrated today because I have a feeling tomorrow night's gonna be a little iffy for me. I have a feeling tomorrow night's gonna be a little iffy for me. Dude, come on, man. Why do you keep making accounts, dude? I don't want to keep hiding you on the channel, dude. I'm going to keep hiding you if you keep doing it, man. Come on, dude. Drop the stuff. All right, please. Please, please, please. Anyways, back into Bitcoin real quick. Jump back into Bitcoin. Hope you guys understand what I'm saying in the chat. If you guys kind of understand what I'm going for on the total market cap, let me know. You know, comparing it to 2018, which is not even a comparison. It's not even close. It ain't even close. So Bitcoin's at 49,672, trying to continue its move up here. Thank you, IR. Appreciate it, my man. We will have fun down there. Me, Bob, Chris, and Jabba and Karen are going to have a lot of freaking fun down there. I'm sure they all going to tell you about the vacation on today's stream. Just getting through the Bitcoin stuff, and you know, we'll hear from Jabba and Bob about how excited they are for the trip. Hopefully not for any bad reasons, aka Jabba. There comes Bitcoin, 49.7. I'm liking the look of this 4-hour chart, guys. I'm liking the look of this 4-hour chart. Especially if we can break right. Facts. Especially if we can break right here, right here, which we wicked up to twice on this top and then this top right here. Especially if we can break right there, I'd really like this 4-hour. But overall, bullish div, bounce off the 4-hour EMA, bullish engulfing, bounce off previous highs. It all just lines up very, very well there on the 4-hour chart. And then the 1 hour, obviously, we'll keep an eye on here. All right, let's go. What did I want to look at? The weekly. Weekly looks good, guys. We're getting, dude, look how close we are. Look at this line, man. It is such an important line, and we are sitting right at it. Look at the blue and the yellow. They're almost meshed together so good that they're like, they're getting it on in there. They're getting it on and meshing in there. But if we can break over that on the weekly RSI, guys, we're so close. A little bit higher here. You can see how everything is just such an important moment. Such an important moment in crypto right now. Like this is the swing level that could propel us higher or propel us lower. This is the swing level. It's so obvious on all the charts, right? Weekly RSI, we break above this, perfect, but we're right at it. Right, daily bearish divergence, right at that line too. A little bit higher, we're good. Everything just kind of, I mean, obviously the 2-week chart that we normally look at, right? The stock RSI, very, very important. I don't have that up today, but just such an important time in crypto right now. What I will state again, guys, what I will state again also on the weekly is it is good. A lot of people are going to say it's bearish that we're topped out on the stock RSI on the weekly. It is not bearish. That is actually bullish. You want to be topped out on the weekly on the stock RSI. That means that you're uber bullish. Right here, Bitcoin was topped out, right? We talked about this from this range all the way up to here, right? You want to be topped out on the stock RSI. That is actually a good thing. Same thing back here, right? In the 2019 run, you were topped out from here all the way till up here, right? So if we can get topped out up here, looks like we are, right? Not going to mean that we're going to have some substantial run or anything, but nevertheless, that's where we want to be, right? That's where we want to be, if anything, if we want to be bullish, just based off the last couple of times, right? So that is what I'm looking at there. Obviously, our MACD on the weekly flip bullish a couple weeks ago. We've been talking about that for a while. That's no surprise there. And then our fractal, guys, our fractal, still in play, right? It's still in play. Now, it's not perfect, right? And this is obviously the bearish scenario. Like I said, guys, I don't like talking about bearish stuff, but I try to keep it real with you guys. That you could have another one of these stupid little, I call them stupid, the wick-off distribution patterns here. This is this is a 4-hour time frame. Like I said, guys, if this plays out, it's not the end of the world. It would mean a move down to like 38,000. I don't think this is personally going to happen, but it is something to look at. This could still play out. It has pretty much the same structure, albeit it's a little bit different, obviously. But nevertheless, you have the kind of the four tops. If you do dip down here, right? If we do get that dip, that would sort of, right, maybe be one step closer to this playing out. But that's obviously something we'll watch. I mean, make sure you guys watch this while I'm gone, right? Make sure you guys are watching this like a hawk while I'm gone, and make sure we're not following this general price structure where we get a dip, right? We come back up, make a lower high, right? If we do that, just be very, very careful. Especially if we break this trend line here, that could be a symbol that we get a little bit lower, right? We go a little bit lower. So obviously watch that while I'm gone. Bitcoin also likes to do shenanigans. So even if it does play out, maybe everyone's watching it, right? And everyone's going to think dump and Bitcoin just pumps. Bitcoin has a mind of its own, guys. And sometimes it's very, very tough to try to predict it. But we'll continue to watch this. I don't think that's going to play out necessarily, but it is something to keep an eye on. Okay. Take your bear off suit. Where's the fractal from? Our top. This is just a scaled down version from our top here. That's basically where the fractal is from. Just want to state, guys, I do not think that's going to happen. I'm just looking at the possibilities, right? So if we get down to this level right here and it plays out, obviously we'll have to keep an eye on it, right? Can't be moon boys 24/7. We got to make sure we have a good eye on the market there. Bitcoin overall in the daily looks good though, guys. Like, we're making a higher high in the daily. Not much really to be panicking. Everyone's saying dump. Overall, it was a green day for Bitcoin overall, right? So it's not really a dump type of day. It's more of a higher day overall. Might seem like we dumped because we went up to 50,000, 50,500 earlier today, but nevertheless, it's actually a green day. All right, so let's go hop over to Ethereum, which Ethereum has some bullish structure as well, right? Bullish structure as well. Inverse head and shoulders. This setup was perfect. We talked about this yesterday, guys. And as long as Bitcoin holds up, Ethereum is about to make a massive move, guys. A massive move. Everyone's been saying, oh, Ethereum's chilling. Ethereum is about to do some crazy stuff as long as Bitcoin can stay relatively flat or up, right? Especially up. You have you had this inverse head and shoulders, and look what you did today. You came back down and back tested that neckline perfectly. Now we haven't gotten that reversal just yet. I think we're waiting on Bitcoin's next move here. I think the market's kind of waiting on Bitcoin's next move here. But if Bitcoin can continue up here, I think you're gonna get a nice bounce there and a breakout of this inverse head and shoulders, which our next really resistance for Ethereum is these two local highs over here at about 35.89. And if we take our measured move, right, from bottom to top, We extrapolate that up, and I think it should put us relatively in that range. Yeah, it puts us right at like 3,600. So somewhere in that $3,600 range could be next for Ethereum. Obviously, bear in mind, this is only if Bitcoin sort of stays in a bullish trend. If Bitcoin dumps, you're probably going to see Ethereum dump as well, unfortunately. So that's how kind of, you guys know that by now, right? Yeah, I think the I think most people know that by now, which is good. A lot of people, like, back in the day, no one knew that. So everyone was like, what do you mean, if Bitcoin stays bullish, that a coin go up? Why does it matter what Bitcoin does? I think now, which is good, most people understand that general sentiment there. But let's go to the daily on ETH. It's kind of the same thought process, right? A couple local highs and a support here at right around 3,600. After 3,600, there's not much until up here at 4,100. So ETH could start making some serious headway here if it can just get that momentum up, which is, we're waiting for Bitcoin on that momentum, right? Check the daily EMA ribbon. Once again, just like a lot of altcoins that already broke out, it was a breakout and a perfect back test of that daily EMA ribbon before a continuation up.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
So, like I said, guys, it's a nice little setup there. And on the pullback, creating an inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hour, which hopefully can get you up. But the daily still looks good. You don't have, so for ETH, you don't have that same bearish divergence that you do on Bitcoin just yet. You might actually be making some today. If you close here, you might have some slight bearish divergence here. You see you're making lower lows, and you might be taking some higher lows here, higher highs there, higher highs and lower highs. So you could have some bearish divergence. It's only confirmed if you obviously round out, but generally speaking, I like the setup here. Other than that, so let's switch on over to that. Let's go to the weekly, guys. There's nothing on the weekly. There's nothing on the weekly. The weekly, you got your highs here. 3,900, your candle body highs on the weekly. That's all you got on the weekly. So this is kind of what like Cardano looked like before its run, guys. I won't be surprised to see Ethereum make that leg up, right? We've seen Cardano, Solana, we saw even BNB make massive gains today. I think Ethereum is going to be one of that next ones on the plate here for the next massive gain on the weekly. Weekly RSI has got a ton of room to run. I'm excited for Ethereum overall on the weekly. And once again, just a perfect back test of the EMA ribbon, just like you did back here in 2017 before your next run up to the upside. So I'm excited for this, and I think you guys should be excited about this as well. Now, I don't have the comparison to 2017 up at this current moment, but I think it's still, it's a little bit off now. It's a little bit off now, but we'll look at that maybe when I come back and see if we're still making that same pattern there. 49.7 for BTC. We're just kind of chilling. Let's jump on into ADA real quick. The star of the show, ADA. Let's get some pump music in the chat. I saw someone in the chat say it didn't hit $3. I can see it right here. 293 for ADA. Another super bullish day, up another 8% on the day. Guys, we know our next target on ADA. People keep laughing at me at these targets. Okay? It was the same thing with Solana. I said, your 1.618 Fibonacci is your next resistance. People are saying, it's not going to hit that. It's not going to hit that. Solana went right up to the 1.618 Fibonacci and hit it. Okay? It's the same thing with Cardano, right? The 1.618 Fibonacci is 337. People are saying, it's not going to hit that. That's ridiculous. That's not going to happen right now. You're almost at $3 already, right? Just like that. In 2 days, you're up about, let's see. 2 days, you're up about 20%. it can happen quick. When you get in price discovery, it can happen quick. So 337, you know, 2 days ago seemed like a long shot. Now it's relatively close. Now you're looking at, you know, it's still kind of far away, but now you're only looking at 15% move, right? A 15% move can happen in another 2 days. I would be surprised if that happens in another 2 days with how bullish Cardano is right now, right? So it doesn't seem so far-fetched now, right? So like I said, guys, price discovery is a different animal when it comes to these coins. So 337 is still coming up on the daily. There's not much short-term TA to do on this, guys. It's really just, you're really just sort of going up here on the 4 hour, on the hourly, 4 hour. No, you don't. No, you made a higher high on the 4 hours. You don't even have bearish divergence on the 4 hours. So you still got room to run there. Hourly, you didn't. Barely. It's in the hourly. I wouldn't put too much. I wouldn't put too much thread on the hourly, but the daily, right? Other than the slight bearish divergence, which is not confirmed until you round out, the daily still looks extremely good, right? 338 is coming, and then once we hit 338, a lot of people are going to laugh again, right? At 480, right? 480 seems out of this world too. If we get up to 338, that means probably Bitcoin is above its golden pocket zone, which then the altcoins are going to go nuts. So a lot of these levels seem unrealistic at the time, but not so much unrealistic, right? We've looked at Cardano on the weekly, guys. Look at Cardano on the weekly. Oh, man. Look at Cardano on the weekly. Like I always say, guys, this is what a dead cat bounce looks like. This is what a dead cat bounce looks like. Cardano's done a 3x since the bottom. Congrats for everyone that's got in Cardano.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
And just like ETH, right? The perfect bounce off the weekly EMA ribbon. Continue to go up, guys. This is one of the indicators I look at. You know, if we broke this down here, right? We might have been slightly bearish, but we held it. I like it, man. Still looks extremely good on the weekly. Extremely healthy. I mean, it's sort of, you're at a 75 on the weekly RSI. You got to remember back here, you were at a 98, right? So these things can get extremely high. I'm not too worried about the RSIs on these coins, right? Because in crypto, on the longer term time frames, you can hit some insane levels on the RSI. So 95 back in February. I mean, you still technically have room to run here, even though it seems kind of far-fetched. The weekly, you got a little bit of bearish divergence too, but you can nullify that as long as you sort of continue up a little bit here and break this previous high, right? Then you would kind of nullify that bearish divergence on the weekly. Nevertheless, Cardano looks freaking awesome on the weekly. And the monthly, oh, the mother. Look at that mother. That's a mother of a green Dido. Holy crap, guys. You need to put the pickles in the chat right now for that monthly chart. Like, dude, put the pickles in the chat for that monthly chart, man. That is the mother of green Didos on the monthly chart. Holy crap, dude. And I don't think it's done. You still got a week left. You still got a week left for this right now. A week left. And this could continue a little bit higher. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, that is the mother of green monthly candles, man. That's awesome. That's a foot long, Big T. This is a dead cat bounce, guys. Dead cat bounce. This is the dead cat bounce. Everyone sing the dead cat bounce song. This is the dead cat bounce. Altcoins have done 3x, 4x, 5x, 6x, but it's a dead cat bounce. But altcoins have doubled our portfolios, tripled our portfolios, and some more. I gotta come up with the dead cat bounce song. Not saying it isn't, right? Not saying it isn't. It still could be for Bitcoin, but altcoins have already done massive gains. So like I said, guys, if this is a dead cat bounce, I'll take this dead cat bounce all friggin' day. All friggin' day. Because the Cardano gains have been insane. Absolutely insane. It's nice. It's nice. Really nice going on vacation with Cardano at $3. All right, so that's Bitcoin, ETH, and Cardano. That song should be sung by Bob. Facts, dude. Facts. The smelly cat. All right. Bitcoin 1 hour bull flag. All right, let's see. So let's jump into some of the macro stuff. We already looked at the total market cap. Let's jump into some of the macro time frame stuff. Wait, do I hear Bob? 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 Bob, do I hear you? Bob, are you up here right now? Why are you up here, bro? Go back in the basement. Go back in the basement. All right. Bob wants to tell you about his upcoming trip to Disney. He's really, really friggin' excited for Disney World. So he wants to tell you about it real quick, guys, and then you know, maybe he'll go over the macro time frame stuff with you too. But overall, he's very, really excited. So we're gonna go give it to Bob and go check on what Bob's doing in the basement. All right. So I'll see you guys relatively shortly here. All right. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to ride It's a Small World. It's my favorite ride. I'm going to get a fast pass just for It's a Small World. You guys ever gone to Disney World? That's the best ride. It's the best ride. They have a bunch of Shiba Inus. And it's going to be really, really exciting. Really, really exciting, guys. I'm so freaking excited. I'm like a little kid in the cotton candy store. Let's freaking go.
Bobby, clean your room.
No, Mom, we're going on vacation tomorrow. Who cares if there's a bunch of Mountain Dew on the floor? Who cares if there's a smelly pizza box on the bench? Who cares? We're going on vacation tomorrow. No one's gonna be here, Ma. No one's gonna be here.
Bobby, clean your room.
All right, I'll clean my room. But that means we're getting an extra fast pass for It's a Small World. It's a Small World. All right, guys. I just wanted to quickly tell you about how excited I am for It's a Small World. I'll see you guys after the vacation. I'm going to miss you guys. I really will. But other than that, stay Shiba. Stay Shiba. All right. Bob wanted to tell you It's a Small World. It's a Small World, if you haven't been to Disney, It's a Small World is the worst ride there is. You literally go around in a boat when they say, "It's a small world after all." It's the worst ride ever. It sucks. It sucks. It's honestly a headache going on there. Where's Java at? When Disney face? All right. Anyways, let's go over some of the macro time frame stuff. I didn't want to have Bob talk to you about that because he's too excited right now. If Bitcoin hits what? If Bitcoin hits 52,000 tonight, you cancel Florida? I'm not making that deal because I don't count out Bitcoin for anything. I'm not making that damn deal. Guys, look at the monthly chart. Okay? I just want to state right now. Okay, we're going to get this out. Look at the monthly chart for altcoins. Okay? Look at the monthly chart for altcoins. If we close this month in August, where we are right now, we're going to make the highest monthly close that we've ever had for altcoins. And you could probably say the same thing for the total market cap. I'm not really 100% sure about that, so don't quote me on that. Almost. You're right there. Like, you are right there for the highest close on the monthly ever. But for altcoins, it's probably on the monthly, not quite on the weekly, but you're getting up there on the weekly. Look at how close you are on the weekly. It's actually kind of gross how close you are getting there. But there's really not much there on the longer term time frames, guys. Like, it's nuts. Even on the weekly time frame, there's not much left. It's really your highs up here. It's really your highs. So you guys know that the long-term time frames charts are what really matter, right? So if you look at this, there's no resistance right here. You went straight up, straight down, right? So, so I think this is a huge indication that I think we're going to go a little bit higher here. 1.31 trillion at least to test our previous weekly highs on the total 2 market cap. It's beautiful. It's literally beautiful. And you can, like I said with the total market cap, guys, you compare this to the last dead cat bounce that we had. That's puny. Look at how puny this was. Okay, that's why I hate comparing the two. I hate people that I don't like the comparison between, like, if you're gonna call it a dead cat bounce, fine. Do not compare it to 2018 because it's not even damn close. Like, look at how puny this was. You went up to your 382 Fibonacci, okay, and on the total mark, on the total 2 market cap here, you've already broken the golden pocket. You've already broken the damn golden pocket, right? So you can't even compare the two. It's not even comparable. Like, this one was puny. This one, we're literally going up to test our highs as we speak. So I wanted to state that at the longer term time frames there. A little bit the mega dump. We shall see. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. All right. Let's look at the DXY, which I think also had a beautiful, beautiful day for us. Oh, yeah. Look at that dumpage on the DXY. Let's friggin' go.
Strap up, we're going to the moon. Strap up, we're going to the moon.
92.73. Looks like we're dumping here. I want this to break down from this damn wedge. Right? This is the wedge of death here for the dollar. I don't really know if it is, but we'll see. We're getting that dump. We just want to break this red trend line here. You guys can see we're in a big wedge. We break this down. I don't know if this is going to play out the way not what I thought, but you know, would have been nice. Either way, I want to break this wedge any way we're looking at it. If we break this red trend line here, I still think we're coming back down to 89 bucks. If we hold it, well, probably bouncing back up to 94.13. But yeah, that's really nice for crypto. We want to see this dump. We want to see this get a big dumpy, right? Because we know crypto and DXY are extremely correlated on a macro scale. Let's check S&P. See how that's doing today. Oh, new all-time highs. Who would have thought? Oh, man. Everyone right here was like, holy moly, S&P's dumping. 3 days later, all-time highs. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, man.
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
Instead, it's Jordan, how do I buy the S&P 500? Jordan, how do I buy the S&P 500? You buy it. It's pretty easy. Anyways, that's the S&P. All-time highs again. Not really much to state there. So the macro is looking good, right? Total market cap's looking good. Dollar's dumping. S&P's pumping. It looks like a good start to the week for us, right? This is the perfect kind of storm that we want here. We want that exact combination. What else are we looking at here? We're looking at this sort of Bitcoin dominance, right? So we want the Bitcoin dominance to drop. Let's see what it's doing today. Bitcoin dominance. Oh yeah, this is dropping. Oh yeah, we're breaking this low right here. This is nice, right? So we broke the wedge, we back tested it, came back down, back tested this previous support level, got rejected, and now it looks like we're ready to move back down here. Obviously assuming that we break some of these wicks, but looks like we are about to move back down here. I'm still expecting 39%. We want this to dump. That is good for crypto. That means that altcoins are being speculated on, right? And that's what we want. That's what we want. That's going to bring up the whole market. So we want this to continue to drop 39%. Everything, the whole all the macro time frame stuff looks all the macro stuff looks super, super good today overall for crypto. Really, really good. Really, really good. Let's see what's going on around here. I wanted to quickly touch on BNB real quick. Look at BNB. Awesome day. Right to the golden pocket zone. Look at that. We talked about if we broke the sort of the 0.5 fib, we were going to shoot straight up to the golden pocket. And what do you know? We hit the golden pocket perfectly. Now, will we continue this rise? Certainly possible. Certainly possible. But BNB was due, right? It was sort of, it was definitely lagging behind a lot of altcoins. Even Bitcoin, it might be lagging behind. Not anymore. I mean, it's now above Bitcoin. It's not 2x now. So BNB, nice day today, about a 12% day. I think it was the highest gainer for the top caps, which is awesome. Awesome to see. Break that. We break the golden pocket zone, guys. We're coming up to 587. 587 on BNB. About time make some moves for you guys. Holy crap, man. All right, so ETH is just chilling. Let's go back to the 4-hour on ETH. Yeah, ETH is just chilling. Get rid of this. Bitcoin's chilling. And move this to Cardano. Cardano's chilling. All right, so it's the calm before the storm, hopefully. That's what we're hoping for here. The calm before the storm. NG said, dude, we dropped from 50K to 49.5K. 59 to 49K. I'm selling my whole portfolio into gold. Peter Schiff was right. We are going to zero. Absolutely facts, man. We're going to friggin' zero, guys. BNB. Slide Time said, no way it's pulling back. Too many ready to short, unless. Oh yeah, we didn't look at the shorts, guys. I want to look at that today real quick. BTC, USD, shorts. Not on Bitfinex. They're not really rising on Bitfinex. I know. I saw something earlier that the shorts were starting to pile on, and the longs. Not quite on Bitfinex though. It doesn't look like. The longs are dumping right now, which very, very interesting, right? So the longs are dumping. Okay, the longs are dumping. Shorts. I saw in other things that the shorts were piling up. That still shows that there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. That's what we want. We don't want people to be overly bullish. If we were sitting at 50K right now and everyone was still long, right? If everyone was still long and no one was short, that would be slightly worrisome, right? That would probably mean people are way too optimistic. I like this. This actually means that people aren't as optimistic, which is good, right? You don't want people to be optimistic right now, right? You still want that fear and uncertainty, right? You still want that fear and uncertainty because everyone is certain of something, it's not going to happen. So longs closing, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. The dead cat. We'll go to the beach with Jordan's pump music blasting. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, Britt. All right, let's see. Jordan BB. Ah, man, you gotta stop with that stuff, dude. IR said, enjoy the vacation, man. Well deserved. Drinks on me for you and the fam. Thanks for not just the TA, but keeping it fun in the crypto market engaging. Thank you, IR. That's a super nice comment by you, man. And I can't wait to get back, right? I already can't wait to get back. I haven't even left yet. Seriously. Slide Time said, never short in a bull market, especially second wave. Yeah. Don't, shorting Bitcoin in an uptrend is asking for trouble, right? I'm not going to say shorting Bitcoin never, right? Never short Bitcoin. I don't, but there's time and a place, right? But shorting Bitcoin in a trend like this is just asking for trouble. You're not going to be able to time. I always say it, guys. You're not going to be able to time the bottoms, and you're not going to be able to time the tops. You're just not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. Bitcoin does those at very, very unsuspecting times, right? Bitcoin doesn't make it too obvious. So if something seems obvious, like, you know, a pullback at the golden pocket zone, maybe it doesn't happen. Or maybe it happens because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Who the frig knows? No one knows what's going down right now. And I think most people are confident that of the long-term price potential of crypto, but short-term, no one really knows what's going to happen here. Priscilla said, I read 99.1% of ADA addresses are in profit. I would hope so. I would hope so. If it wasn't the case, then I mean, most people unfortunately made pretty poor decisions and FOMO'd up here. I would hope so. There has been a dip every September. Take a look at years past. Jay Walker would definitely do that, man. That's a good idea. Philly said if Bitcoin hits 50,000 tonight, you cancel Florida.
Nope, 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 nope.
Not canceling Florida, man. Even if Bitcoin hit 65,000 tonight, I'd cancel Florida. Just kidding. I still wouldn't. I still wouldn't. I'd just be even more hyped going there. IR said, bro, Java can't fit on its small world, though. Java can't go on its small world. Java, Algo said whenever, yeah, but yeah, Java can't fit in its small world. He only can fit on, the teacup ride, which he doesn't like because he gets off and he goes, and he pukes. Whenever Jordan says you can't time the tops and bottoms, take it as a direct challenge and hold him personally responsible. Oh, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Jay Walker said, people probably anticipating the possibility of a September 1st dip. There's been a dip every September. Take a look at past years. Java would sink the boat. All right, take a look at the past years for on September for Bitcoin. Let's go back and look. So September of 2020. September of 2020, right in the beginning, we had a dip. So that's correct. 2019, let's go look. Okay, yeah, September 2019, you had a pretty big dip. That's definitely true. Definitely true. Let's look at 2018. September of 2018. Oh no, this is 2019. My bad. We just looked at. Wait, no, we just looked at 2019. Holy crap, dude! I was like, what the hell is going on? September of 2018. Wow, that nice little dip there in the beginning of September for sure. Let's look at one more. September 2017. Oh yeah, that's actually really nice, man. That's really nice. Let's do one more, just to kind of keep back testing this. This one you had a slight dip. You still had an uptrend though. But yeah, it looks like the past 4 Septembers you had a dip right in the beginning. Very interesting, man. I actually never saw that before. Thank you for that, Jay Walker. I shall now claim that as mine. Just kidding. Just kidding. Jay Walker with the shout out for a dip every beginning of September. You can tell who doesn't own any bags of ADA. Yeah, you can usually tell who doesn't own bags of stuff. Why do you think I crap on Shiba? Because I don't own any bags of it. I think we're all guilty of that. You know what I mean? All right, let's do the poll. Will Cardano hit $3 tomorrow? 80% of people said yes, and 20% of people said no. A lot. 80%. Pretty damn high. That is pretty damn high. Let's see. The September thing is Ben's baby? Oh, I didn't know that. Must have done a video on it today. Don't lie, but you know you own one SHIB. Willie, I did not own one SHIB. Okay, I sold that one SHIB for a 20% profit. I made about 0.000000001% on that deal, or cent. All right, let's jump on into some CMC, shall we? So let's go on over this. So we have Bitcoin. Let's refresh. So Bitcoin, obviously, pretty much flat today. The market up about 2% still. So even though everyone thought it was a red day, it was actually a green day. Not the band, like I always say, not the band green day. But you can see ETH is up to Cardano and BNB, the best gainers on these high caps. Everything else is sort of chilling. Luna with another good day. Luna's been killing it up 252% in the last 30 days. Luna's going nuts, guys. Luna's going nuts. VeChain, Avalanche up another 6, up 314% in the last 30 days. Man, got some good gainers here. Let's go to the highest gainers. I think we just saw most of them. Actually, Swissborg up 20% today. Engine, Tezos, Qcoin, AMP finally moving, right? We know AMP was sort of struggling there for a little bit. AMP is finally moving up 11%. Helium, Audio continue to kill it, up 178% in the month. Yeah. Thorchain. Any losers here? The Graph, Celsius, Celsius, Curve, Nano. Not a lot of big losers, right? The Graph and Celsius are the two. And then let's go look at our meme coins here. See if we always got to check the meme coins. See if any of them are sort of doing what we don't want them to do. Okay, so meme coins seem pretty tame, right? Looks like we have some margin swap up 400%, but not a lot of big gainers on meme coins. That's good, right? When you start seeing 1,000% gains in a day, right, consistently, that's when you should start getting a little bit worried here. When you start seeing, you know, baby Doge and Uncle Doge and, you know, Uncle Doge's baby and Uncle Doge's aunt, pet aunt, go up 1,000% in a day. That's when we get worried. But right now, everything looks pretty tame here overall. Then losers, Ethereum chain token, 95%. Risk Moon. So it's the opposite of Safe Moon, guys. You have Risk Moon. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Anyways, that's a good sign. I like to check on that, make sure we're not getting too overheated in the market here. By the laugher on GRT. GRT is just, dude, GRT is just hasn't done crap since February, right? All right, so where are we at with time here? Guys, we could spam up that like button. Let's get those likes up to 800. Let's get those likes up to 800. Let's get a little crazy here. Get a little crazy in the chat, shall we? Slower day today for most of these coins. Let's see, what is pumping right now? Anything really pumping? Not really. It's kind of a, like I said, guys, kind of a slow day today. Kind of a slow day. 338 target? Correct. That is correct, dude. Look up Dash, 38% in a week. Got your Silver Beast. Dash. See if Dash is making any moves here. Yeah, Dash is doing good. Right up to your 0.5 fib and then a pullback, right? So right up to that 0.5 fib and then you pull back. Right? If you break the 0.5 fib, expect a move up to 331, right? To 344. Your golden pocket. So I like Dash there. I like Dash. Now you're at 80 on the RSI. It's actually relatively, you know, not too high, right, in comparison to some other coins. And the weekly's got plenty of room to run. I like the structure, man. I mean, a lot of these coins look the same. It's just you're in a parabolic uptrend here. You know, I think it's safe to say parabolic uptrend. I mean, this thing's done a 3x. This thing's almost done a 3x since the bottom too. Right? When a coin does 3x in a month, it's safe to say it's in a parabolic uptrend. Until it's not, right? Until it's not. ETH, please. We did ETH. ETH isn't really moving right now. We're still waiting on that round out for ETH. I think we're just waiting on Bitcoin on ETH. ETH and Bitcoin are very, very correlated together. Very, very correlated together. So until Bitcoin moves, you probably won't see ETH move. But when Bitcoin does move, obviously we know ETH usually pumps harder than Bitcoin. It's typically the move there. Why is the 1.618 the highest, then pullback? It's not. You can go up higher. So the 1.618 for Cardano is at 338. If you break that, then you have your 2.618, which is all the way up at 480 That's ways away, though. That's a ways away. Right? It could happen pretty quick if you break this. Just like, you know, this is happening pretty quick. But, you know, we'll talk about that as time goes. That's still a little bit far away, though. I repeat, it's the daily close. The daily close, guys. Let's check out what's going on in the daily close. Let's see. I saw someone in the chat say the weekly's bearish. It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. I literally someone in the chat say the weekly is bearish. All right.
Rant alert. Rant alert.
Give these candles some time to perform. Don't call a weekly candle bearish if it's Monday. It's just 24 hours of this candle being a candle. Give it some damn time. Okay, it's still green. Don't call it a bearish candle on damn Monday. Okay, please. Now, you guys gonna make me bald. You wanna make me bald? Oh, we're back to Bob. You wanna make me bald? Okay? Say this is a bearish candle in the chat. Seriously. Say this is a damn bearish candle.
Rant alert.
Let's see. What are your thoughts on Cake Me? I picked up a few days ago. Well, check out Cake. Thanks, Nate, for the super chat, my man. And then we also had Robin Young becoming a Jordanite member. What's going on, Robin? I like the little profile pic there. About to dump. All right. Anyways, let's go check out the daily on BTC. Yeah, just another green day. Another green day. I don't, you know, to be fair, I don't love the wick, but we also wicked up to, you know, a little bit of a dicey area, right? So we got the wick, but it is what it is. Just another green day. We actually made our another higher high on the daily. So not a lot to take from that daily. Now, this could be a big day. You can see where we are in the daily RSI, guys. We keep riding this level, man. We keep riding it, okay? Now, we need to break this level right here, right? Look it over here. So we just made a new day. Now it's going to be even easier for break that highs. We're right at that previous high here. Right there. We need to break that level. So if we can get a green day today, yes, the band. Wake me up when August ends. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to get copyright because of that. Such a good voice, by the way. If we can get a green day today, I think we will break this. I think we'll break this. So should be pretty interesting to see what happens there. Bitcoin getting a little bit of dippage right now. A little bit of dippage. I don't think it's the end of the world, though. I don't think we're dying or anything.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
I want nachos. All right, what else? We got cake. No one's really asked about cake in a while, man. No one really asked about cake. It's actually performing pretty well, too. $10, 20, yeah. Performing pretty well. Let's take your fips to start out. Wake me up. Nachos. The money flow on Bitcoin's good. Yeah, I saw that on BitBoy's stream today. I watched BitBoy's stream today. Loves the money flow. All right, but if you look at this, guys, we have our next set of local highs coming in relatively short here. So you have this 0.5 Fibonacci here, which I guess is a couple candle body highs from back here. So I'd watch out for 26.62. But I think the real area is up here at some of your peaks at 28.27. So I watch that range as your next range of resistance for cake, Nathan. But I think you're good to go, man. I mean, you can see that in the daily, you're just kind of on a, like I said, a parabolic uptrend, right? So nothing really screaming the reversal besides that you're overbought. But like we talked about, guys, you can stay overbought for a relatively decent amount of time here on these coins. So it's not the best indicator to go off of, right? There's not really a great indicator to go off of. You're kind of just going off of as long as Bitcoin goes sideways or up, a lot of these altcoins are going to continue up. That's really what you're basing yourself off of right now. Let me get off bald. I'm tired of being bald, guys. I got to grow my hair back. Wake me up when September ends. Let's go with nothing. Let's go with nothing right now. Cake has performed so nicely. It has. It really has. Such a bearish uptrend. We bearish. Now Cake has done close to a 3x here too. A lot of altcoins getting to 3x, which is nuts. Considering a month ago we were all, oh no, we're falling over, and then you fast forward a month and we did a 3x on these coins. How's ADA doing? ADA's at 293, so we're just kind of chilling on ADA at the current moment, but I think I don't think this runs over for ADA here. I don't think it's over. I really don't. Leonardo said, "Can I sell everything already?" You do you, man. I'm not here for any advice, right? I'm not selling my coins just yet. Well, I have taken profits on some coins. I took some profits on ADA at all-time highs. I took some profits right here. I have my own take profit strategy, right? So going forward in this market, it's for different coins, right? So every dollar that ADA goes up, I'll probably take 10% off. I'm always going to plan on keeping, I think my plan is right now to always keep 30% of my crypto in crypto. But as we start to move up here, I will start to take profits. So I took 10% off of Cardano right here at all-time highs at 250. So if Cardano gets to 350, I'll take another 10% off. Obviously, every dollar we go up here, I'll be taking 10% off. And that's just Cardano. I have different price points as far as take profits for different coins. It's going to differ for everyone, though, because everyone got in at different times, right? So if you got in at Cardano at, you got in like right here, you might have a different take profit strategy, right? You might not want to take profits up here. You might want higher gains, right? For me personally, okay, it kind of depends on where you got in, right? So always have a strategy going into it. Don't just have a buy the dip strategy, but make sure you guys obviously take some profits and don't ride it to the end. Okay. Hold up, I thought we had to hodl. You hodl, but you take profits on the way up. Okay. Now I don't ever justify. I will never sell my entire portfolio. Like I said, I'll always keep 30% in case we have some super cycle that doesn't continue. But my plan is to take profits on the way up, and then in the next bear market, use that money to buy back in lower. That's been kind of the tried true case up to this point. Now, who knows what Bitcoin's going to do? Who knows what crypto is going to do from here on out? That's why I'll always keep 30% in just in case we don't have a crazy bear market. But I'll be dollar cost average, just like I'm selling profits up. I'll be dollar cost averaging on the way back down. I just think it makes too much sense not to do that, Digibite said, I'm not selling. There you go, Digibite. Half a beer, all I can afford. What's up, third proverb? Half a beer. Nice, man. Half a beer is all I can afford. Nice proverb. 49 cents. You know what that proverb? You know what that can get me? That can get me an half an hour of a scooter ride for Jabba. Because unfortunately, every day we go to Disney, Jabba's going to have a scooter every single day. I have to buy it because he has no money. So he has to get a friggin' scooter because he can't walk, right? You guys seen how big his shirt is, right? You guys seen how big his shirt is. Let's go take a look how big his shirt is. He's not home right now, but You guys see how big his damn shirt is. So he needs a damn scooter every damn day because he can't walk, okay? If he tried to walk, he would literally be sore for 3 days straight. So that shirt is an indication of scooter, okay? So thank you, Third Proverb, for contributing to the Java Scooter Fund. The Java Scooter Fund, okay? Well, I guess we'll stream from Java's room here for a second. Bitcoin going back up. Here comes ETH. Here comes ETH. Come on, ETH, break this high, baby. Break this high, baby. I was gonna wait till I got off stream today, and I was gonna pump you up, but you know. Nathan said, "Thanks for all the help and info on your stream. Having your beers with me." Wow, Nate, that's freaking awesome, man. Appreciate that, dude. I'll definitely use all that on beers. Don't make me kid you. I will use that whole thing on beers, man. Thank you, dude. I'm having a good time. I'm excited for it. As much as I'll miss you guys on stream, I am excited to take a little vacation. Should be nice. That means I'll just come back even refreshed and add more stuff to the stream, because that's obviously the end goal here, is to make this the best crypto stream there is. I don't think we're quite at it yet, but that's the plan going forward. That's the plan going forward. To come back refreshed, ready to friggin' rock and roll, man. Hopefully we're at. Actually, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Where will Bitcoin be when I get back from vacation?
Have an awesome holiday. You deserve a break, and you will miss our daily streams.
So where will Bitcoin be when I get back from vacation? We're gonna do a quick poll real quick because I want to know. So let's see. We're gonna be at, let's say, the low end. Let's say below 42,000. Let's say below 42,000, and we'll do 42,000 to 46,000, and we'll do 47,000, and we'll do 47,000 to 52,000, and then we'll do 52K plus. Actually, we'll do 53, and we'll do 41, 53. All right, where will Bitcoin be when I get back? There we go. I put it there. Next Tuesday. Let me know in the poll. It's a very, very important poll, guys. 49,678 right now for BTC. I think we might be forming some type of small inverse head and shoulders. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get some blank in it. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get some blank in it. Right here, though. Might have a little bit of a mini little inverse head and shoulders playing out. Possibly. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let's see if we can get that pump up above this resistance line here, which can pump us up. Let's see. What's up, Chase? They become a Joy Night member, man. Suzanne said, "Have an awesome holiday. You deserve the break, and we'll miss you our daily stream. So hurry back." Yeah, I'll probably miss it more than you guys will. In all seriousness. All right, come on, ETH. ETH, guys, I'm telling you, ETH is about to run up. As long as Bitcoin stays relatively bullish, ETH is about to go nuts here. I'm telling you, we just got to break this high right here. Right? You have the confirmation. You have the inverse head and shoulders, the back test. Now you just need to get that confirmation up, right? Which we're gonna need Bitcoin to sort of break out here, right? Michelle said, can you check Sol? Seems like it wants to pump, then comes right back down. Hope you have an awesome vacation. You'll be missed. Thank you, Michelle. Let's check Sol. Solana. No, Solana looks good. So you pumped up to your 1.618 Fibonacci. That's what I kind of stated earlier, right? I was like, people down here was like, no way it's going to get up to 81 bucks. Well, it did perfectly. Now you're rounding out, right? Now you're starting to round out. So always, right? I always preface this, as long as Bitcoin doesn't dump, Solana should round out here. Okay? This looks like a nice little round out. I could see, you know, your next target, which sounds crazy right now. It sounds crazy right now. But like if you break these levels, you know, black sky, right? Black sky happens faster than you expect it to happen. So your next target's technically 121. A lot of people will laugh at that. Okay? Just like they laughed at 82 bucks. But as long as Bitcoin stays up, that's where you're going. Okay? You just obviously need to round up here and make some higher levels. It looks like let's see. Yeah, you got some bullish divergence going on here. Lower lows, higher lows, right? So I could potentially see this being that next level that pumps you up here. That looks really nice. You can see the divergence there, right? So if Bitcoin can break out here, Solana's probably going. At least retesting the highs at 82 bucks. But yeah. All right, come on, BTC. Come on, ETH. ETH is on fire. Yeah, ETH is just, dude, ETH is chilling it. ETH, what right now ETH is doing is just waiting on what Bitcoin does next. Right? It's just waiting on what Bitcoin does next. All right, let me get out of Java's room. It freaking smells in here, bro. Freaking smells in here. Hold on. Hey, what's up, Java? Bro, why does it smell in your room so bad? There's Chinese in here from 3 months ago? Oh, there really is, dude. Why did you have Chinese food? Why do you have Chinese food on your bed from 3 months ago? What do you mean you're depressed because you shorted? That's not an excuse to keep food on your bed for 3 months, dude. It friggin' smells like crap in your room, man. You better clean it up before mom comes back. All right. All right. I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you. Bye. All right. Yeah. Guys, you can see the friggin' Chinese boxes right there. You see that? This friggin' beef teriyaki? That's been sitting there for a month. Friggin' ridiculous, dude. All right. Chase became a member. What's going on, Chase? They can become a member, man. What's up with the big shirt? That's Jabba's shirt. It's Jabba's shirt. When he doesn't want any sun, he moves it over. Okay? He moves it over the window. I thought you left for holiday, was watching your old streams, didn't get notification. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought I went on vacation today. Starting tomorrow. But good to see you, Takato. Hey, better late than never is what I say, man. Bobby said, so you're saying buy Sol for my buy tonight. Be careful buying Sol. Be careful buying Sol. It wouldn't meet my criteria of a buy. Now, I love Sol, don't get me wrong. I'm waiting for that dip, right? And I should have bought my 20% dip right here, but I didn't. I didn't do it, right? People like to clown me for it because I said, I'm not buying Sol until it has a 20% dip. It had a 20% dip and I didn't buy. So people are like, paper hands. Jordan has paper hands. I should have bought right here. It is what it is. I wouldn't buy right here. That's just my strategy. I only buy 20% moves to the downside. But you do you, man. I mean, it's your money. I like Solana for the future. So as long as you're okay stomaching, you know, a move down, right? I always say it, never a bad time to buy if you're okay with stomaching a move down, right? Small donation to Jabba's fund. Can you please check out Super? What's the next target? Java's gonna need it, dude. We need to get rent him a damn trolley the entire time. Jordan has paper hands. Jordan has paper hands. How many people we got in here today? It was pretty low earlier. Yeah, 1,000. Dude, I'm telling you, it's because I played the pump music in the beginning, man. I'm telling you, bro. I tested it, and the test did not work. All right. So, yeah. So super, kind of just in this rising channel, right? Just kind of go up and down in this rising channel. Your next target, though, if you got to break $1.07, which is your local high up here. Also, we keep getting rejected here. And I think you see you're making higher lows, getting rejected at the same point on the top side. I think that shows seller exhaustion. I think you're going to break this to the upside. And technically, your next target is your 236 fib, which is nothing there. I don't expect you to get stopped there. I'm looking at this next previous support level at about 148, right? 148 is that level that I'm watching for here.
Let's jump into
148 is that next level I'm watching for here. Let me move this back down right here. The Q&A. At your previous level. That's where you're going if you break this level right here. For super. Go back to ETH chilling. Cardano trying to move back up. 294. Just touched 294 for Cardano. VeChain. VeChain moving right now, guys. Looks like we might have broken out. Is being a perpetual shorter qualified Java for a special needs line pass at Disney? Yeah, he might be. He might be able to get us on rides earlier, which would be really nice. Really nice. No comment, IR. No comment, man. He's my brother, right? But he has a lot of issues. He has a lot of issues. He doesn't understand that's not a good time to short Bitcoin. He keeps doing it. He's at the store right now. He's packing. He's getting ready. That's why you guys haven't seen him yet today. That's why I was in his room. But right here, guys, like VeChain is right at that resistance. Okay, you can see you've been coiling up here for a while. Higher lows, lower highs. You're coiling up for a move here. Technically it has to happen in the next 3 days. It looks like you're trying to do it today. If Bitcoin can break up here, or if it can break up, right? We need it to break up. I think VeChain breaks out here, but it's gonna depend on what Bitcoin does, obviously. Now you could also draw this like this, where you might even get a move even sooner, right? So you could draw it like that, but a move is coming pretty soon either way. Move is coming pretty soon either way. And then our next target is 14, back up at 14 cents, and then 16.53. Yeah, dude, Luna's been going nuts. So check out Luna real quick. Luna's been going insane. Like, look at this chart on Luna. That's the 4 hour. Look at the daily on this thing. Holy moly. It looks exactly like Solana's chart, honestly. Right? So, which makes sense. But, yeah, you went right up to your 1.618 Fibonacci. Once again.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Wicked perfectly up to the 1.618 Fibonacci. You can't make that stuff up. Don't tell me Fibonacci's don't work. Do not tell me Fibonacci's don't work. Or I'll tell you that you don't work. Okay? Some of you guys are probably like, what? I don't. But yeah. It looks like you're rounding out again for another move on the daily, right? You're rounding out, going up to test your previous high, candle body closes. You break those levels, your 2.618 Fibonacci is at 51.93. 51.93. You're in clear sky territory. So there's not really much. Not really much. I mean, look at the daily, you're not even close. Let's go back to the 4 hour for a second. And at 4 hour, you might already broken out. Look at this. You already broke out. So you're good to go. You're good to go on the 4 hour. You broke this downtrend. Boom. You're gone. Gone like the wind, bullseye. Just got to break 33.40. Nuts. Come on, Cardano, 294. You got more juice than that. Same thing with ETH. Come on, ETH. Fibs work because human emotions are reflected in the charts. Basically trading people emotions. Exactly. It's almost like they do work, right? But why do they work? It's because it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everyone's watching that level. And that's also the point where it's interesting. That's the point where like the greed is like so high where it surpasses the point where people want to take profits. And then people take profits right at that point. It's all human emotion. It's insane. It's insane. You're definitely right, Drew. Like, it's crazy how Fibonacci works based off nature, right? You see Fibonacci in nature all the time, and what's the Fibonacci for us? It's our damn emotions, dude. Matthew said, hey, hi, Chris. Can you look at Harmony 1 if you have not already? Thanks for all you do. Thanks, Matt. Matt, last name. You got the best last name in the name. Best last name in the game. His last name is last name. Come on. That's nuts. Harmony 1. So I think the last time I looked at it, you had some bearish divergence, but it looks like it played out already. Right? You can see you had higher highs and you had lower highs here. It looked like it already played out, right? It looks like you're getting some support already, right? Right from your previous highs, flipping into support. So I like that. I like that. Now, what I don't like is I see some wedgie. I see a wedgie. You guys know when I see a wedgie, I don't like it. Looks like you might have broke down from a wedgie. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But like if you can bounce here and get back, you know, if Bitcoin goes up, I mean, this is going to bounce back up and break above this, right? Bearish patterns in a bullish market are sort of they play out less often, obviously, than if it's a bearish market. So, yes, you broke down. Does that mean you have to come all the way back down to 8.9 cents? No, it's a bullish market right now. So it might just mean, you know, maybe pull back down a little bit more, maybe come back down to, you know, 10.6 cents, back down to this previous low, and then go, right? So take that for what you will. Take that for what you will. But that's really it, Chris. I mean, other than that, dude, if you want to look at some of your next targets, I think we had, you know, if you can break 11.7, you see you keep wicking over this 11.5 mark, and you just can't break it on a close. You got to get a close above it. Look at these last 2 days. Wick. Couldn't close, though. So if you got to close above 11.5, I think 15.4 is coming pretty quick. Your last name is dope. His last name is last name. It's the best. Literally the best. Takes a lot to move coins like that in one. Yeah. Chainlink. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? So Chainlink broke out to the upside. And kind of like ETH, right? So ETH broke out of a bullish pattern. So did Chainlink. Right? We broke this downtrend of resistance right here. Let me actually slightly adjust this one. Hold on. Come on, Jordan. There we go. So we broke this downtrend of resistance on the 4 hour. Looks like we back tested it and are now waiting for that next move. Now, Chainlink is also very, very correlated to Bitcoin. So sort of, we're just waiting for that next move, just like ETH, right? ETH back tested the inverse head and shoulders. Link back tested this symmetrical triangle. Both are kind of stalling out. Why? Bitcoin is sort of just doing a nothing burger right now. Doing a nothing burger. So we need that to move before Link moves. But, you know, if we look at this in a vacuum, and no, not a vacuum used at your house, from top to bottom, extrapolate it up, give me approximate move up to 35, 30, 38, assuming Bitcoin continues up. And your next fib target is $33. A couple previous highs at that level too. For Chainlink. Missed the Chainlink. Bitcoin's dumping, guys. We're going to zero. Oh, Job is home. Job, why are you coming on here? Jabba, why are you coming on? Jabba. All right. Jabba had to steal a camera there real quick. He's really proud of himself. He'll come on a little bit, but holy moly. Bitcoin dumping, guys. We're going to zero here.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
I'm just kidding. We're at 49.4. We're not really dumping here yet. Still could be an inverse head and shoulders, guys. Still could be an inverse head and shoulders, especially if we come back down and bounce off this level here. 49.354. I would like that. I'd like that a lot. Shirt for Disney. Java looks freaking happy. Dude, he's pumped for vacation, man. He's pumped. He's more pumped than Bob. Bob doesn't like going on vacation. He gets so mad. He just wants to sit in his basement all day. And he doesn't like to socialize. Java's more of a social being. He shorts, but he's very, very emotional. So he likes humans. Bank of Canada?
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
IR said Java's meat sweats blurring the camera. His meat sweats. He did just have a meat lover's pizza. So he did just have a meat lover's pizza. The project, not the chart. BTT. BTT. Let me get a sip of water here. I think the BTT is an interesting project. Like the advertising aspect of it. Where's BTT? BTT. Wow, I feel like it was higher before. I like the advertising aspect of it. A little more I don't know. I haven't done too much research on BTT, honestly. I just like saying it, honestly. I think I watched a video on it. A lot of times when I want to know about a coin, I watch Coinbarrow. I think the only research I really done on BTT is watch a Coinbarrow video. What I got out of it, I don't own it, so clearly I didn't like it too much. Advertising rewards. Rewards users. Yeah. I don't know much about it, to be honest, but that we get a bounce off the 50 EMA on the hourly bounce. The 50 EMA? Let's check the 50. So we see like we can't get back over this 20, right? We had 1, 2, 3 bounces off the 20. We can't break that damn 20 EMA on the 1 hour. And the 50 is probably support, right? The 50 is probably support. Yeah, it's not really there. Let's keep that on the 20. You can see how that's clearly being resistance up top here. So annoying, dude. I hate when that's resistance. 4 hour EMA. I'm watching for this 4 hour 20 EMA. Should be the 20, yeah. So you see, you had a bounce here. Looking for a bounce off this. If you do continue a little bit lower, which I don't think you do. I think you just hold this resistance line here. My thoughts on Luna, Casey? I mean, Luna's been pumping just like Solana has, right? Luna just broke out of a short-term pattern as well. 1, 2, 3 highs. You just broke that high there, and obviously on the daily, you're in price discovery, right? So, you know, in theory, if you continue your run like you're doing right now, and Bitcoin continues up, you know, 51.93 is that next resistance, right? 51.93. That's Luna though. Bitcoin 49,250 as we speak. 49,250. We're at the same price as yesterday. I love saying that, man. Actually, we're at the same price as today. Technically speaking, guys, we're at the same price as today. Look, August 23rd at midnight. Right here. We were at the same level that we're at right now. Holy moly, we're going to zero.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
Look at the daily. Holy moly. We're going to zero, guys. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. Wow. We are seriously dipping right now. Like, this is nuts. It's absolutely nuts. We'll see if they save. Up 0.1%. ETH is dumping. ETH is dumping, yeah. So when Bitcoin dumps, you're going to see everything dump, guys. So Bitcoin's dumping. You're seeing ETH getting a little bit of a dump. I don't know if I would really call this a dump. But, I mean, you're in a wedge, right? You're in a wedge. So, you know, technically speaking, as much as I don't, you know, sort of, you know, like some of these like rising wedge patterns in a bullish trend, they still have a high percentage of chance of playing out. So if you do break this to the downside, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's like the second thing we talked about on stream today, right? Was now we're in this sort of rising wedge, and the wedges have been playing out pretty nicely lately. So we can't just use the bullish ones, right? We obviously have to look at the bearish scenarios too. And this one could potentially bring us down lower. But you know what Bitcoin likes to do off this golden pocket zone? What I will say is the golden pocket zone's right here. We wick down to it once. We do another W pattern, which Bitcoin loves to do off the golden pocket, and then go back up. That's the ultimate thing what Bitcoin's been doing. That's like what Bitcoin's been doing all the way up, is these damn W patterns. Right, one right there. Right, you guys know the W patterns. We had one there. They're gonna have to go through all of them. We had one right there. One right there. All the way up. It's probably more. I'm just too lazy to look at all of them. But you get the point. That's what Bitcoin has been doing all the way up, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does that again, to be honest. But we're in a bearish pattern, so we'll see. Tail in my toilet. Jeez, some of you guys are crazy. Some of you guys are freaking Crazy. It's too bad about BTC. It is too bad about BTC. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. And also, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter too. So if you haven't, links right down in the description. At Jordan C Crypto. Make sure you guys go do that if you haven't already. Troy said, Jordan, can you show how to draw a fib chart in TV? Which tool to use? Fib retracement tool. What determines your date range of the chart to isolate? You draw high to low. It depends, right? So draw a fib chart in TV. Which tool do you use? So you click on right here. Okay. Click on these little. It's the third option. Yeah, so it's the third option. You press fib retracement, okay? And then it depends what you're looking for. So, for example, let's just get rid of this so I can use it as an example. So you had a move up here, right? And then you started to pull back. So you want to get the points where you want to pull back to, right? So you take your swing low to your last swing high, right? You take the level that you're basically taking from where you were to where you went, okay? And where you topped out, and that'll give you your retracement targets, right? So you can see how, generally speaking, Bitcoin likes the two most important ones, in my opinion, are the 0.5 and 0.618. Those are the ones that we typically get a lot of respect from. And you can see that from Bitcoin, right? We dumped back down here. We got an initial bounce off the 0.5. Came back down, couldn't hold it. Came back down to the 0.618. Came back up, and now we're coming back down. Now, naturally, right, we see a lot of W patterns form on these golden pocket zones. So watch for that, but that's how you would basically do it. And same thing for the downside, right? So for a retracement up, basically a recovery, right? Instead of a retracement, you would take your swing high, right, to your swing low. Okay, and that would give you the retracement targets that you'd be looking at back to the upside. That's why this golden pocket here on the daily between 51 and 52,000 is so big for Bitcoin, because that's the most common area for a possible rejection from the trend. So that's basically that, man. Hopefully that helped you. Hopefully that helped you, my man. Where are we at right now? We are... Casey, it's been a while. Recovered the dip, mate? Well, yeah, Casey, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Or, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hopefully, you bought the dip. Hopefully, Casey. Right? That's what I worry about, people that have been gone for a while. I hope you bought the dip and aren't FOMOing in now. Not going to say I don't think we're going to continue up. It's just a little bit more risky to buy at the current moment than it was at, 29, 30K. But, anyways, let's zoom out on XLM. So XLM, looks like we also broke out on XLM. Right, 1, 2, 3, back test. Kind of a sloppy back test, to be honest, but nonetheless, back test. Okay, looks like we broke out. Now we just need to get that confirmation back up. Let's see if we hold this general trend line right now. Bitcoin dipping, XLM could come back in here. Right, so watch that, obviously, but nevertheless, looks like we did break out. Now, you could argue that on the small time frames, this is more of a ascending triangle pattern with higher lows and same point on the top side. Either way, bullish, right? So I still think this breaks up, unless Bitcoin really craps the bed here. If Bitcoin really craps the bed, some altcoins might take a little bit of a hit, right? So, watch for a bounce on this. If you break this, could come a little bit lower here. Probably say come back down to at least, 36 cents. But if you go higher, yeah, you get your next high at like 43 cents. Right there. Yeah. So watch that small time frame 4 hour Very, very careful here. All right, Bitcoin. I want to see if Bitcoin can get another bounce off the 618 fib. If it does, I think that would be pretty good here. I think that would be pretty juicy and pretty girthy. You put a girthy red candle in here, and then hopefully bounce and get a girthy green candle back up. If not, if we break down here, well, we'll look at some of our targets, right? XLM. Savar said, please check Cake. I want to know when to buy again. It's all about where you're comfortable buying, right? Let's check Cake. So depends where you pull back to. Dude, it's tough to give you buy areas right now, man, because these coins can just continue up. So, you know, if it was to pull back, I'd probably look at the previous high levels as a possible pullback scenario. You know, 2154 or the 382 Fibonacci here at about 2268. So 2268, which is your previous fib level, or your previous highs at 2154. You know, if I were to put buy orders in on Pancake, those are probably the two levels I'd look at. But nevertheless, the problem is with doing that is these things continue up. If you're okay with it, if you're okay with buying now and it continuing up, then, or if you're okay with it buying now and it going back down, then, you know, it's a tough time right now, guys, because we're in a tough spot for Bitcoin, which is going to be a high deciding factor for these altcoins do over the next couple of days to weeks. We're at a very important level for Bitcoin, so buying now is a little iffy. Now I'm going to say it's not going to work out for you. And like I said, it's just not the best risk to reward ratio at the current moment, I would say. Marco said, can you check Rarible? Rarible, let's see. Holy moly. Rarible's doing nice things. Now you're at your golden pocket zone. You got initial rejection. It looks like you want to make a second test, though. Looks like you want to make a second test. So yeah, if you can break this golden pocket, you got your 786. You know, at 40 bucks. Obviously, watch Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up. You probably see Rarible continue up. A pullback scenario was you're probably looking at like 27 bucks, right? Retest your previous highs. Also your 0.5 Fibonacci as a possible retest scenario. But yeah, man. You do you, man. You do you. No problems, Bar. All right. I want to at least stay on to see if Bitcoin bounces off this damn golden pocket zone. I wish we would just do it now. We know it's inevitable at this point, you know. But I will say is you might have some, you know, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, never mind. I don't think you have bullish div. You got lower lows. Maybe on the 4 hour you have something brewing. Yeah, 4 hour you still got that bullish div. So I think this would be a nice area to bounce off of. Still think it will be. Come back on. Look at this. Look at this kind of setup here, guys. So you have your golden pocket zone here, right on the 1 hour, right at the bottom of the wedge. Okay, and you also have the 4 hour 20 EMA right at that same level. And also would have bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Not going to say that's going to propel it back up, but it is definitely an interesting setup there that of a possible bounce. So IR said, quick question before I call it a night. I got about 15-20% of my portfolio in stablecoin. Stay 20% liquid or just keep dollar cost averaging in? Not financial advice. Thank you, IR, for stating not financial advice. Stay 20% liquid. IR, it's a tough time right now, man. It's a tough time. And I don't want you guys to think I'm bearish or anything, but you got to remember that we're coming up on an extremely crucial point for BTC here, right? So it's one of those things that you might want to keep 20% liquid to potentially buy a dip here. But what if that dip doesn't come, right? What if we just sort of doing what we've been doing, right? And just kind of make little dips back up, right? So you guys have to make a personal decision for yourself. Where do you want to keep dry powder on the sidelines for more, or do you want to just get in now under the belief that we're just going to continue up, right? So I'm not in the business of making short-term sort of predictions here, because Bitcoin just keeps doing the opposite of what everyone thinks. Every time people keep calling pullbacks for Bitcoin, Bitcoin just keeps going up, right? So, you know, one of these times they'll be right, but I'm not in the business of trying to predict when they're going to be right. I'm sort of going with the trend here. The trend is up at the current moment. You know, so I'm personally not adding anything more right now. I got some dry powder on the sidelines. I'm not adding any more at the current moments. I'm happy with what I have. So if you want to use that for what you have, then that's what you have. I'm not selling anything, by the way, guys. Not selling any of my Bitcoin, not selling in my Ethereum. Until they get back to all-time highs, then I'll take 10% off, right? 10% off. Until then, I ain't selling anything either. So just because I'm not buying right now does not mean I'm not selling either. All right, does not mean that I'm selling, right? Tell everyone it's a quick panic. Lawyer said, Jordan, how come you're so calm? We never see you buy or sell while streaming. What's your angle? My angle is just holding, dude. I have the targets that I have for my coins that I have taken profit at, right? So I use Cardano for an example, right? I took profits at all-time highs for Cardano. Every dollar it goes up, I'll take 10% off. If that takes multiple years, I don't care. That's my strategy. I'm a long-term hodler, right? I have the targets that I have, right? I don't care if it hits it tomorrow. I don't care if it hits it next week. I don't care if it hits it next month. I don't care if it hits it 4 years from now. I'm not selling my coins until I hit that target. But when I do hit that target, I'm very, very strict on my take profit levels. Very, very strict. You got to have a plan going into it. You got a plan going into it. I'm going to stick to it. Like I said, if Cardano tops out right here, right? Say if Cardano goes up a little bit higher, it gets to $3, and then pulls back, right? And doesn't go up any higher ever again. Well, not ever again, but in this cycle, okay? That means I'm still holding my Cardano at the current time. So that's my angle, man. That's my angle. I'm a long-term investor with take profit levels, and those take profit levels are for me to take profits and then buy when it goes lower. Okay. IR said, got it. Going to zero confirmed. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to be honest, man. Like I could sit here and, you know, tell you guys everything's going to the moon, right? But I want to be honest with you guys and let you know, like, this is a very, very interesting area for Bitcoin, where this could be the sort of reversal level that launches us to new all-time highs. It could also be the reversal level that, you know, pushes us back down. Very, very interesting level. Okay? Very interesting level. That's why I'm saying buying here is a little bit, I'm not saying it's a bad buy, right? If you're thinking long-term, definitely not a bad buy. But if you think it's short-term, it's a little bit more risky, obviously, than buying down here, right? That's all I'm saying. A little bit more risky. I'm not going to say it's not going to work out. I still believe it will. I still think Bitcoin hits all-time highs at the end of this year. If I had to put my money on it, I'm going with all-time highs this year. Hence why I'm hodling and I'm not selling. But it's definitely a little bit more risky. That's what I'll say. Play the dump song. Got it. Going to zero confirmed. Like, what I don't want to do is I don't want to tell everyone to buy, and then the market go back down 10, 20%, and everyone said, Jordan, you told me to buy. Jordan, you told me to buy, right? That's what I don't want to happen, because we know that's what happens. You get a little bit of a dip. People are like, but. So I'm going to keep it like that. But definitely a good question, IR. Definitely a good question, my man. Zero confirmed. Bitcoin chart looks unhealthy. Nothing really looks unhealthy about this. It looks the same as it did up here. I mean, when saying that a crypto chart looks unhealthy is sort of missing the whole point of crypto. When crypto's moving, nothing looks healthy. Okay, nothing looks healthy when Bitcoin's moving. Or when crypto's moving in general. Like, no crypto chart looks healthy. That's sort of the point of crypto. It's very, very volatile. So it looks like Bitcoin got an initial bounce right off that 0.618. You can't make it up, man. Look at that bounce. Look at it. It's so cute. Now we'll see if it holds, right? We'll see if it holds, but you did get an initial bounce right off that level. ETH trying to hold that support line here coming across. And ADA back down to 286. Getting a dip because obviously when Bitcoin dips, the whole market dips. The whole market dips. So we'll see if we get this. See if we get that, guys. Certainly a possibility here. How do you take 10% when it's zero? I don't. If it doesn't hit my targets, I'm not taking profits. I don't care. I have to wait years. I'm not taking profits. Longer term, like recovering in a year or two in the exit cycle, if you buy here and don't sell the top. Back stinky. Back stinky. Wait 2 hours, shorts are going to get destroyed. Probably. I mean, like I said, guys, Bitcoin has tended to do this. Like it does this, and then everyone thinks it's going to dump, right? And then you just get a W reversal pattern off the 618. It's done this literally 5 times on the way up. Like, I'm not going to plot every single one. We went over a little bit earlier, but every time Bitcoin's expected to dump, it does the same damn thing. Every time. Every time it looks like it's going to roll over, it just goes up higher. Is that some manipulation going on? Maybe. But it's happening. And we cannot deny that every time we roll over, we get that, we just get that W and we push it back up higher. So I would not count out Bitcoin. Do not count out Bitcoin until the horn sounds, right? As they would say in sports. Do not count out Bitcoin until the horse, and not to the horse, until the horn sounds. Rusty said, I love all you, even if you don't love me. That's really nice, man. That's really nice of you. Looks like we're getting that bounce. See if we continue the bounce though. Steve said, love the content. Gonna miss your shiny bald head when you're on vacation. Me too, man. I'll miss my shiny bald head. I won't be able to look at it. Actually, I will, because my dad looks exactly... My dad... But dude, I'm not kidding you guys. When I say that my dad looks exactly like this, it's actually insane. Hold up. Let me actually bring it up real quick. Dude, this is exactly... Hold up. This is exactly what my dad looks like. Exactly like this. It's actually nuts. So I know if I ever get bald, hey, this is what I'll look like. Most likely. So cute. 280. That balance up to 618. Pretty noble stance. Whales control the market. Yeah, I mean, there is something fishy going on behind the scenes, man. I'm still watching this, guys. If we get that dip here, you know what I mean? If we get that dip here, it is looking very, very similar. Now, obviously, the thing that would throw this off is if we pump, right? But this is still looking oddly familiar, right? So wait, you know, if I'm gone and we get this dip here, right? We get this dip back down to like 44,000 and we bounce there. Be very, very careful of us making a lower high, right? If we make a second lower high, I'd say just be a little bit careful there, right? To be perfectly honest. But we'll watch what plays out. Like, I hope that we just pump here and we can forget about this damn fractal. But This damn same exact price structure. Same exact price structure as the top. That's 65K. Bearish divergence on my hair. Yeah, I got bearish divergence on my hair. The 1.618 Fibonacci is the back of my neck. Right? The 1.618 Fibonacci is the back of my damn neck. Jake said, just got off work. We going to zero yet? We're trying to go to zero. We're trying to go to zero. I think we're doing what Bitcoin's done the last couple times, and I had a dip, and you know, we'll see if it's a fake out and we just W pattern back up, or you know, we actually dump it this time. We'll see. One of these times we're going to get a dump, guys. You got to remember, Bitcoin's really not had a dump on this way up. Okay, I mean, it's had. This was a decent dump. I mean, this was a dump of, you know, from candle bodies. It was only a dump of 10%. So we really haven't seen a major pullback yet. I think a major pullback would be pretty cool. Now you guys are probably like, Jordan, what do you mean a major pullback would be cool? That's not cool. What do you mean? Well, to fake everyone out, right? To fake everyone out. So if we get a pullback, you know, a substantial one, you know, 20% or so, I think that would shake a lot of people out. A lot of people wouldn't be expecting that. A lot of people wouldn't be expecting that. And imagine if that happened, dude, people would be screaming, dead cat bounce, dead cat bounce. That would be the ultimate shakeout. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it maybe won't, because you see, guys, all the longs are closing their positions, right? So I don't think it would make sense to have a shakeout to the downside right now, because you guys saw, we looked at the longs chart earlier. People aren't putting in longs right now, right? The shorts are going up and the longs are going down. So the whales, to make more money, would probably be better pumping up to the upside and liquidating some of these shorts, right? So it would probably be better for the whales to pump it up to the upside rather than the downside, because the longs are already closing their positions. F that. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying that's what would shake a lot of people out. A lot of people would crap their pants if that happens. Literally crap their pants. Contradicts what you said about the fractal? No, we could still have a shakeout with the fractal, man. Like, you can still get a pullback here. What matters is if you get a pullback, you don't want to make a lower high. So even if we had a pullback, right, basically what we want to do is we just want to come up here and make a higher high, right? We don't want to come back down, have a pullback, and make a lower high, right? Because then obviously we would have a bearish trend with lower lows and lower highs, right? So if we get a pullback, that's fine. That's fine in the grand scheme of things. We just don't want to make a lower high, because then that would be part of the fractal, right? So like I said, having a pullback is fine. It's not the end of the world, really. You just don't want to make a bearish trend. That's all. Max Pain is up. Yeah, Max Pain is still up right now. You'd be surprised. Max Pain is still up, guys. That's very, very true, Brown. Very, very true. I just opened a long, said Jake. It's not a bad spot to open a long. I mean, based off history, you know, that based off what Bitcoin's done in recent history, it's not a bad spot. You know, if it dips below this trend line here, it could get a little dicey. Get a little dicey of downside, but we'll see. Brian said, I'm in at 32K and I'm scared. Cardano doesn't follow BTC anymore. It's following the winner. It's following the winner now. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, guys. All altcoins are gonna follow BTC. Okay, all altcoins are gonna follow BTC. Now, when Bitcoin goes sideways, that's when you'll see the altcoins bump. But if Bitcoin dumps, you're gonna see every coin dump with it, including Cardano. Right? No matter how bullish Cardano is, trust me, this is coming from someone who loves Cardano. Right? If Bitcoin dumps, Cardano will dump with it. Don't think it won't. Don't think it won't. It will. Okay? It will. Right? Obviously, if Bitcoin holds up here, Cardano will still continue up. Right? How it kind of works is if Bitcoin goes sideways or up, the altcoins go up. If Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down. in general. So just want to make that clear, because I've been seeing, oh, you know, Cardano doesn't follow Bitcoin anymore. It will if Bitcoin dumps, Cardano will dump too. Cardano will dump too. There, you can already see it. You can already see it. That. Can Solana hold her own? Carrie. I mean, it's a good question. I mean, there's altcoins that'll have them on their own temporarily. So I'm not saying Cardano can't pump while Bitcoin's dumping. It's just based off history. I mean, if Bitcoin pulls back significantly, altcoins are going to pull back significantly. So there's altcoins that will have them on their own every here and there, right? So I'm not going to say sort of Solana can't, right? But based off history, if Bitcoin dips, you're going to see Solana dip too. I'm just going based off history. All right, here comes Bitcoin. Come back down. Just broke that trend line there. Let's see if we can hold this golden pocket here for Bitcoin. Could get a little dicey here. Could get a little dicey. There it goes. There it goes. There. We'll see if it holds there. So we just broke that trend line, guys. You can see Bitcoin picking up some steam here. And look at it. Cardano's dumping too. Cardano is dumping too because of Bitcoin. Who would have thought? Guys, when Bitcoin dumps, altcoins dump too. I don't want people to be delusional and think, oh, Bitcoin's dumping, so I'm going to buy Cardano because it's going to continue up. That's not really how it works, right? I just don't want people to lose money that way. That's why I stated. Would 722 be the very max Cardano could reach on this bull cycle based off fib retracement? No, it's not the max. That's just like the most important ones people like to look at. No, Ben. I mean, just because that's the last fib target does not mean that's where you top out, right? You could easily sort of continue up, right? You could easily continue up. So, you know, $7 is technically your top at 4236, but you could easily break that. You know, it's not the end all be all, right? All right. Stop loss almost hit. Damn, Jake. We'll see if you bounce, man. I mean, you still could bounce here. You still could bounce here. This could end up just being a wick. This is your fault, Jordan. Salim, this is not my fault. I just try to state facts. You know? Like, all right, let me ask you guys in the chat. All right, let's read my poll. Where will Bitcoin be when I get back from vacation next Tuesday? 39% said 53K plus. 34% said 43 to 53K. 15% said 41 to 47K. And 13% said 41K. So people are pretty bullish, right? Most people think that would be at least over 47K. Talking about 71% of people here. 71. It's pretty high. That's pretty damn high. What was I gonna say? Play the dump music. I told you. I told you. I told you guys to short. I told you guys. So I just put it in a short, guys. Liquidated. I just put it in a short a breakout of the wedge. My stop loss is 49,000. 49,000 is my stop loss of the wedge. I told you guys to short this wedge. I told you. Freaking ridiculous. I told you guys to short the wedge. Carl the Moon pointed out this wedge on his video earlier and said if we break down, okay, to short it. To short it. And he told me to use his Bybit link so I could get a free bonus. So I didn't just do it with $5 today. I did it with my entire balance. 100x leverage. 100x leverage with my Bybit bonus today. With my Bybit bonus. So we'll see if I get liquidated. 49,000 is my liquidation price. I'm pretty confident. Pretty confident. With my Bybit link. Java for a stop loss. So I'll catch you guys later. You idiots didn't short like me. You idiots. You idiots. All right, guys, we'll see if Java gets liquidated here. His stop loss is 49,000, right at the top of the wedge. Right back at the top of the wedge. All right, there we go. 49,000, 100x leverage. Use this whole Bybit link. He's done. He's done. Carl's bonus. How come I never mentioned volume? I don't know, man. I think volume's sort of one of those things that, you know, volume is one of those things that sometimes is a little bit misleading. Sometimes a little bit misleading. Because if you look at the last couple pumps for Bitcoin, like if you were looking at volume, like you would have missed out on this run here, right? Just looking at some of these runs, you would have missed out on this run if you were looking at volume. You know, there's some other runs that, you know, some of these runs are good, but you can see how the volume here is sort of just tapering off, right? The volume's kind of slowing down, which is interesting. Yeah, sometimes looking at volume a little bit too much is sort of, you'll miss some moves. Not gonna say volume isn't important. Like volume, if you see volume, that's a very, very good thing. But I don't rule out moves just because there's no volume some of the times. But I would probably watch the volume if I was you. I don't really trade, right? So I'm not really a trader. That's why I don't really look at volume, right? If you're trading breakouts of patterns and you're trading you know, bounces off moving averages or, you know, Ichimoku cloud or Bollinger Bands, you know, looking at volume is very important when you're trading, but I don't trade, right? So it doesn't really affect me at all. All-time low incoming. Oh no, we're at the same price as yesterday. Holy mo, I feel like a broken record. I feel like that every time we dip, I say we're at the same price as yesterday, and then the next day we're higher. Every single time. Not gonna say it's gonna happen again this time, but every single time I say, oh, we're at the same price as yesterday, and we're dumping. Next day, we're at highs. If you got a whale brain, facts. Facts, guys. Sammy wants to check out AMP. Let's check out AMP, and then I'll probably call it a stream shortly here, guys. Gotta finish up my packing and get ready. You know what I mean? It's sort of exciting. AMP is dumping. Looks like it was doing good earlier, and it had a good day yesterday. Right, you finally broke this range, which is good. We know for AMP, like we were watching this like a hawk, you were stuck in this range here. This freaking range for so long, right? You're talking like 3 weeks in this range. You finally broke it. Now let's see if you can hold it as support, right? So let's see if this is a breakout and a back test. What you don't want to see here is you come right back in here, right? That's what you don't want to see. You don't want to come back into that damn range. So I'm looking for this to be support and a bounce as long as Bitcoin bounces somewhat soon. back up to 7.8 cents is your next resistance. If Bitcoin does continue a drip, right? A drip. Why did I say drip? Does continue a drip. We're going to come back down, probably down here back to 6 cents. If Bitcoin does drop here. We're just waiting on confirmation of what Bitcoin does here. Technically, we're still in the golden pocket, so we still could get a pendulum reversal back up. Liquidated? He hasn't quite got liquidated yet. Not quite liquidated yet. How do I buy Bitcoin?
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
I only answer that question for my grandma, okay? I only answer that question for my grandma, okay? You're not my grandma. All right, guys. Holy moly. Just kidding. We got a little bit of a dippage there. A little bit of dippage coming in right now. I'd say watch the 786 right here at like 48,617 as the next resistance. But overall, guys, we're still at the same prices as we were yesterday. It's not really time to sort of panic, I don't think. Okay. And even if we do get a dip, like I think that's fine in the grand scheme of things. Like I said yesterday, or what I said earlier, guys, even if we do have a dip, all we don't want to do is have a dip, you know, and then make a lower high, right? So a dip would be fine. We just don't want to make a lower high on the way back up. That's about it. Other than that, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens over the next week. Should be interesting to see. But I'm going to go finish my pack and make sure I'm good to go. I always panic and think I'm going to forget some things. And yeah, I always think I'm going to forget things. Just kind of how I am, I guess. But everything, did I remember this? Did I remember this? But I'll catch you guys next week. On Tuesday. I'm going to see if I can stream from my phone. I want to do it at least once or twice while I'm down there. So if I can figure it out, which I will promise I'll try to figure it out, I will stream from my phone and we'll do an crypto style stream at least once, hopefully twice, right? But mostly I want to take a week off for the most part, but I do want to stream at least once down there. I think it'll be kind of fun. So I'll catch you guys later. If I don't talk to you for a little bit, it's okay. I'll be probably hopping in the Discord sometimes, you know, saying what's up. But if I don't see you, I'll see you next Tuesday. And yeah, have some fun. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, Cub Scouts. See you guys. Peace.